questions about LET examinations or the licensure examination test. So are you ready? Let's start.
So guys, the LET questions is a combination of developmental reading and a major or specialization in English. So we have 5 questions about developmental reading and another 5 questions about major or specialization in English. Okay? But before we begin, I just want to give you some tips for you to easily identify the correct answer. Okay? The first is you need to analyze the questions properly and read it slowly. Second, from the questions or the question, find some clues that will serve as a hint of your answer. And lastly, from the choices, eliminate those choices that you think it is too far from the answer. Okay, so that you will not confuse. So let's start. Ronald is about to buy a book. After taking a book from a display shelf, he looked at the title, opened it, and looked at the table of contents, then the summary found at the back cover. He realized that what he took from the shelf is not what he needs. Which of the following strategies do you think did Ronald to decide why he does not need it? A. Scanning. B. Skimming. C. Close reading. D. Careful, slow reading. So what do you think is the answer here? So let us now find some clues from the sentence. Okay? So Ronald is only look at the title. And he also opened it and look at the table of contents and also the summary. So, what strategies did Ronald do? Okay, so the answer is letter B. Okay, why B? Because skimming is reading rapidly in order to get the general overview of the material. So what Ronald did is he only get the general overview of that book. Okay, and the scanning is reading rapidly in order to find a specific facts. That is the meaning of scanning. So the answer here is letter B. Okay, so next, Edward is reading a book and he needs to know the meaning of the word obliterate. However, the passage does not give enough clues for him to figure out what the word means. So he decided to use his pocket dictionary so he would know what the word means. Which of the following strategies would he use so that he would know the meaning of the unfamiliar word? So what do you think? A. Scanning. B. Skimming. C. Close reading. D. Careful, slow reading. Okay, the answer here is letter. Let us first know the clue here. So he only wants to know the meaning of obliterate. Okay, and he used his pocket dictionary. Okay, so that he would know the meaning of this word. So the answer here is letter A. So skimming, or rather scanning, is as I have said earlier, it is a reading rapidly in order to find the specific facts. Okay, that is why it is skimming. What Edward did is, what strategy that Edward did is skimming. Alright. Okay, number 3. Miss Padilla is a grade 1 teacher who is concerned with building letters into words and words into sentences. She uses flashcards so the pupils can sound out syllables and words correctly. What reading models is reflected to Miss Padilla's instruction? A. Bottom-up model. B. Top-down model. C. Interactive model. D. Schema model. So what do you think is the answer here? So the clue here is she uses flashcards, right? And that's it. So the answer is letter A, bottom-up model. Because bottom-up model is, it is from the specific moves to general. So Miss Padilla uses those flashcards which serves as the specific until he moves to the general, which is the students will learn it from the flashcards until they know how to read it, sound it, the syllables of and the words correctly, right? So again, bottom-up model, it is from specific moves to general. Okay? So next, number 4. Mr. Pastolero is a grade 1 teacher who plans reading instruction as part of the language book. It is a book, sorry, it is a type error. He provides varied reading experience that involve reading sitting quietly, silently reading library books, or making a book based on their own experiences. What theoretical model of reading does Mr. Pastolero show? So what do you think is the answer here? A, bottom-up model, B, top-down model, C, interactive model, D, schema model. Okay, the clue here is own experiences, right? Okay. He provides reading experiences that involve reading. Okay, so the answer is letter B. Okay, top-down model. So top-down model is from general to specific. Okay, so Mr. Pastolero begins to the general, moves to the specific. Okay, okay, own experience, it is general. Okay, number 5. Teacher Millicent knows well that the text or the print material is one factor that affects reading. So she tries to match the text with the ease or difficulty of students' comprehension based on their style of writing. What text factor does Teacher Millicent consider in the choice of reading materials for her class? A, organization, B, format, C, readability, D, content. So what do you think is the answer here? The clue here is they have this the difficulty of student comprehension based on the style of reading. Okay, so the answer is letter C, readability. Okay, we get that answer from the clue itself, that it's style of reading. When it comes to we all know that it is not the format, the content, or the organization, it is readability. Okay, so next, okay, the question number 6 to 10 is about the major or the specialization in English. So number 6, in the ballet presentation Swan Lake by Tchaikovsky, who seduced the prince? Okay, if you already read the book of Swan Lake or watch it, you will know what is the answer. Okay, so what is the answer here? The black swan, the golden swan, the swan witch, or the ugly duckling? Of course, we will eliminate the letters C and D, right? Because it is not a swan witch or the ugly duckling. So, what is the answer here? A or B, the black swan or the golden swan? Who seduced the prince? Say the answer here is letter A. So the black swan seduced the prince. Okay, if you have time, just read the book of Tchaikovsky, the Swan Lake, and you will know the story of it. behind it rather. So next, number 7, this tense connotes action that are happening at present time, meaning right now. So what do you think is the answer? A, the present tense, B, past tense, C, progressive tense, D, present tense, present perfect rather. Okay, what do you think is the answer here? Oh, it is happening at present time, meaning right now. So the answer here is letter C, the progressive tense. If the action is happening right now, it must be in the progressive tense. So like for example, she is singing right now. She is playing volleyball right now. Okay? So that's it. So letter C. Next, a comma indicates what? A, pause, B, slight pause, C, longer pause, D, no pause. So what do you think is the answer here? Oh, when we say a comma or a comma in a particular sentence, what will we do? Okay, so the answer here is letter B, a slight pause. So when we saw a comma in a particular sentence or paragraph, we need to slight pause. Okay, because if you know, there are 3 types of the juncture. So when we say a comma means slight pause, and when we saw a period means longer pause, and end of the paragraph means the longest pause. Okay? So next, this seat work is difficult for Paul and blank. What do you think is the answer? A, myself, B, I, C, me, D, himself. Of course, it is not myself. It is not himself. So we should eliminate the letter A and D. So the tough choice here would be between B and C, right? What do you think is the answer here? Okay, the answer here is letter C. Because when you use I, it must only be used if you are the subject of the sentence, or if you are the doer of the action. Okay, and we will use me if it is used rather if you are the object of the sentence, or if you are the receiver of the action. Okay, so the answer is letter C. So the last question, the laborers are so happy that blank are reaping the fruit of blank efforts. So what do you think is the answer here? A, there, they are, there. It means that they and apostrophe ER, a combination of they and are. Okay? So the laborers are so happy that they are. Okay. The answer in the first blank is they are. So the choice is between the A and B. Okay? So what do you think is the answer in the second blank? The laborers are so happy that they are now reaping the fruit of blank efforts. Of course, there. Because there is a possessive pronoun, right? So the answer here is letter A. The laborers are so happy that they're now reaping the fruit of their efforts. Okay? So that's all, guys. Thank you for watching this video. Bye bye. God bless you all.